here, they better subscribe to you. Did you get any? Did anybody sub from yesterday?
Yeah, I got like 4 subs.
Okay, that's. I mean, that's
Some
not.
dude commented on my channel saying, "Oh, I can't. Cade got me here."
All right, perfect. I don't know who it was, but glad that they went and did their due diligence. All right, let me go on just my phone real quick to make sure that we can hear the sound, because I was having problems with that the other day.
Let me see.
It's unfortunate we couldn't get Ledger on here either.
Yeah, watched Prisoners for the first time last night.
Dude, it's freaking good.
Yeah, it's dark, but it was good.
Oh, yep, the sound is on. We're good.
I had YouTube pulled up. I was about to check that.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I'm not gonna be able to look at the chat that much, but I probably won't have as many people on today because it's during the middle of a Sunday, not at night on a Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. So the first movie is Tron 3, Tron Ares, Tron
I
Ares.
I I haven't seen Legacy or whatever the
Uh,
last. I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
like I've seen bits and pieces of it. Um, and it's like visually stunning. I think I started watching it, but it was just like I was so little and I kind of got bored.
Mm,
Because to be fair, it is a very slow movie.
yeah,
Um,
it's kind of a little convoluted as well.
but from just like from images, I would say like it looks pretty good. Casting is very interesting. Casting
Yeah, with
Jared
Jared
Leto as
Leto.
one of your main leads is interesting. Um, but yeah, I would give it maybe will watch.
All right, hold up. This one's yours right
So
here.
yeah, yeah. Or pause. Oh, never mind.
Hold up. Could, was it glitching on your end? Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was glitching on my end.
Wait, did it do it again or no? I can't tell.
Yeah, it just did.
Rip. All right, is it any better now?
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
yeah, I will put
All
Tron
right.
Ares
Perfect.
and we'll watch.
All right. For me, I absolutely love freaking Tron Legacy. I've also seen the first Tron. I saw Tron Legacy when it came out in theaters in 2010. I guess I would have been 10. I would have been like 8 or 10 years old. I can't, I'm not going to do the math in my head right now. But I would have been, and dude, seeing that in theater, it's probably the best visual effects in a movie I've ever seen. And I rewatched it again on COVID, and I think it's more interesting because I think the aspects of the film resemble something even closer to Blade Runner, talking about how like as we as society grow more intertwined with technology, we start losing our humanity. So for me, I'm seeing this one will be an opening day one for me. I don't think it's like one where I can say, oh, I think everyone should see it opening day, but for me, 100%, that's probably my most anticipated movie of next year, just because I liked Legacy so much, and I just have so much like the reports behind the scenes have just been insane of like Jared Leto and dang, I can't remember. I think it's the guy that played Joker in Gotham. Do you know that guy's name?
No, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that guy's in it, and they're just saying like it's even like the sets are even crazier and the visuals are even better than like Blade Runner
See,
2049,
that's
which
the whole reason why I mean like I will watch it probably in theaters.
so
But
you
it's
want me to
probably
put yours in theater or you just want to keep out Will Watch?
I'll keep it at will watch because I
Okay.
always say like I'm gonna try to go see something in theaters and then I
Yeah,
end up
no,
going.
it can be
Um,
tough.
but it also depends like if it comes back to back, like do you know when it comes out?
I want to say it comes out in December, but I
Okay,
can
if
be
it comes out
complete.
like that, if it doesn't come out the same weekend as another movie that I really want to go see,
Yeah,
then I'll go see it. But like if it comes out like for example, if it comes out like the same weekend as like I don't know, um F1 or something like
yeah,
that,
well, that
which
has Brad Pitt in it, right?
yeah, I'm really excited for that movie. If it comes out like the same day as that, I'm going to go see F1 over
Yeah,
it. Like
yeah, no, I mean that's completely fair.
no
I'm
matter
trying.
what, like it still seems interesting.
Yeah, yeah, no, I completely understand. For me, I just have so much like subjective bias because like I saw the last one in theater as a kid, so like now as I guess in quotes an adult, like going to see it again, like I'm just really excited for it.
I'm
The
curious
next
if they're
one,
gonna
oh,
re-release the first one or
yeah, no,
Legacy in theaters for its
I
15th
want them to do
anniversary.
that so bad. Like it's gonna be 15 anyways. Like if they did that, like the theater experience of it's still one of my favorite. Like the
See,
only other
if
one,
they re-release that, I'm going to go see it. Like visually
uh,
wise, it's just gonna be like
it's
worth the
stunning.
experience.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. So then the next one I have up on the list is the Thunderbolts. I go to your list first. I'll let you
Wait, what's the last one? Only watch if there. Yeah, I'll put it in there.
only watch if you have nothing else to do.
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
Really?
I don't necessarily like
Why not?
Deadpool. Deadpool and Wolverine was solid, but I'll keep saying this. It's a movie that definitely was built off the theater experience.
Hmm.
Cause like I went
No,
to go see
there's
this.
no way you can watch that at home and it be the same. Like if you didn't watch that in theater, like
Like
you're gonna be like, what's all the hype about?
yeah, cause like it just doesn't hit the same. Like and even when you watch it a second, like I saw it the second time in theaters, and it
Hmm.
was like not nearly as good.
Yeah, that's
It's
the same
just
thing with like No Way Home. Like I do love No Way Home, but like it's not the
I
same
I
rewatching it.
actually like that better on the second
Really?
time
Tell me
around.
why.
Because the first time around I had to see it in like I saw it in 3D and that wasn't the
Uh,
greatest experience. And then the second time around I saw it with my dad in just like regular format and that was much better.
okay. Yeah, nah, I saw it. I think I saw it twice opening weekend, just regular, and both were phenomenal. I just definitely, um, I thought it was better on first watch, but I can see what you're talking about. For
But
me, Thunderbolts, I will most likely see in theaters. I've seen pretty much every MCU movie in theaters, and even though I don't think it looks like it's going to be the best MCU movie, I just like ensemble films anyways and action movies, so that's kind of looks like what we're getting. Um, so I'll probably see that one in theater. That's where I'd probably put it on mine.
there I mean if there was a category that was dragged into because your dad wants to go see it, then I would probably go put it in there.
Yeah, yeah, that that is completely fair. I get that.
Because
Um,
my dad likes MCU movies.
yeah, I mean I also like MCU movies like a great amount. But I see their flaws very much for
Yeah.
the things. But that
Hello? Okay, you're back.
yeah, it was glitching for a second.
All right. So
Oof.
next movie. This
Can you hear me again?
yeah, that's your one.
Next,
Yeah.
Superman. What are you?
I'll put in theaters. Um, I think the whole reason why I want to go see it in theaters is because it's James Gunn, and I
Mhm.
really like what he did with Guardians and um the Suicide Squad. But also, this movie seemed like he's going more mainstream, which one of the reasons why I like those past two or past four movies that he's done is that they're like movies about like people that no one knows about.
Mhm.
Like the only person that anyone knew about going into Suicide Squad was freaking Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
But everyone else was pretty much like unknown. And that movie was really good. The entire Guardians trilogy is very good, but I don't know. I'll see how it holds up, but I'll probably go see it in theaters some point.
Yeah.
I'm also curious, when does that get released?
That is, I think, either June or July this summer. Like it's very close to a trailer. I'm guessing a trailer will probably drop for the Super Bowl, just because that's when a lot of these big movie trailers get dropped.
Yeah.
For me,
It's
this is
probably gonna make a billion, if I'm taking a wild guess.
if the trailers look good, it probably will. The only problem is like Joker 2 just flopped. So like the track record of DC movies coming out in theaters recently has been really bad. Like you've had
I think the last successful one was the Batman.
yeah, it was like cuz I mean literally the Flash bombed terribly.
But the Flash
Blue
sucked, in my opinion.
I think it's just a mid movie. I think there was enough good stuff in there to make it apart from just being atrocious. I think they got some of the power dynamics like extremely correct, like when it comes to like Superman was the only person that would have been able to stop Zod in that point of time in the timeline. So I think like especially with like having a girl like Superwoman, I was very afraid that they were just going to do the same thing that pretty much all modern blockbusters are doing, where the girl just like beats up on the previously established good male villain. But they didn't do that, so I enjoyed that a lot. I really like the power displays of the Flash in that movie. I thought it was really cool, just everything that they were able to do with the tornadoes, the phasing, and all that. Now the CG was not good. The story definitely could have been better, but I didn't think it was the worst thing ever. I think I gave it maybe like a 6 out of 10, 5.5 out of 10. But yeah, uh, Superman 2025. It was called Superman Legacy. I'm gonna see it opening day. I've always liked DC more than I've liked Marvel, and DC is my
Oh, I'm
favorite.
I'm the other way around.
Yeah, which I mean, my three favorite IPs by far, and it's not even closer: DC, Marvel, and Star Wars. Those three are very much like if it's an exciting project, which Superman definitely is with the restart of DC and James Gunn being on board with it, and the cast and the characters that they have announced with the stories. Like I don't know if you've seen like they're using like Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Day
Yeah,
Without
I've heard about
Superman.
that.
Yeah, and so like I'm pretty. It has me excited for the direction it can go. So I'll definitely see
But
that
I
one.
also haven't seen Man of Steel, and so I like the only Superman movie that I have based off of is the original one that
Mhm.
I barely remember, and the only thing that I remember was that I wasn't fond of it.
Yeah, no, I the OG Superman is very dated, but it still has a lot of charm, especially with Christopher Reeves. But yeah,
So
that's
sad.
so I'm really excited for it. I've just DC. I really want DC to succeed this time at their go around to the movie universe. All right, so next up we have Captain America 4.
Uh, so for me, I'll put it in the same category as I put Thunderbolts. I mean, I just have no faith in like newer projects. I mean, Thunderbolts has a little bit, um, but Brave New World, like
Mm,
it's just so interesting. Harrison Ford, I'm not sure if he's gonna be a good Red Hulk at all. The fact that they're doing Red Hulk has me a little bit skeptical.
yeah, that is. I mean, they've set it up for a while though, because you know that he's playing General Ross, right? It's just the
Yeah.
recast. Because yeah, but yeah, no, I will go see it in theaters just because it's coming out in February, so there's going to be nothing around that time. But like I'm not dying. ASAP just means like you won't see it opening day, but you're gonna try to see it like as soon as possible. In theaters is just like I will see it then at some point, but I'm not like forcing myself to see it. So that's probably where I'd put it. I've heard really not good things about the behind the scenes stuff. Like they said they've had to reshoot it like four or
They
five
had to
times.
reshoot like half of the entire
Yeah,
film.
and it's interesting because I don't even think that the trailers I don't think have actually looked bad. Like I think they've looked decent. Like I'm not saying it's like the best trailer I've ever seen, but they've definitely been engaging enough where I think they're going to get a lot of people to still want to go see it. So that's where you're going to run the problem of like, oh, like a bunch of people could go see it opening weekend and it just do terrible and get terrible reviews and it kills all of its legs.
Yeah.
Um, Next up I have Peacemaker.
Season two.
Yeah, season two.
I
Have
haven't
you
seen
seen?
season. I haven't seen season one, but
Uh
I
huh.
have seen the Suicide Squad, and I
Uh
really
huh.
like it. And so depending if I watch season one and if I like season one,
Uh
I'll
huh.
watch season two. But going off, wait, is Peacemaker season one on the same level as the Suicide Squad?
See, here's my thing is like I like movies better than I like shows
Me
anyways.
too.
So if you're talking, I think it's equivalent for a show, which by default makes it a little bit worse than the movie because it is a show, but it's just as good in the writing, the humor, the story as the Suicide Squad by James Gunn.
Okay, well I
You,
can't put it in, so I'll put it in will watch. But if it
yeah,
was a movie, I would have put it in theaters.
yeah, same. Yeah, obviously there's the only two that you can really do for shows is ASAP and then Will Watch. I'm gonna do the exact same thing because I watched the first season and I like the first season a lot. There's a good story. It's funny. It's exactly like the Suicide Squad movie. There's a lot of heart in it too, which James Gunn always does a good job of finding a way to
Yeah.
do that. So,
Even though
um,
I think he's definitely not the best character in the Suicide Squad, I personally like King Shark. Think he's
mhm.
hilarious, and I'd like to see more projects with him in it. But with how badly the Suicide Squad flopped at the box office, they're not gonna make a second one.
Well, the only thing is they won't anymore because James Gunn's just resetting. Um, so I don't think that will be in his plans because it'll confuse too many people, which is already confusing that he's bringing back Peacemaker. He tried to explain it, and I don't know what's really going to happen with
He
that.
did. I mean, he has said, "What's canny to you is canny to you," or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. He basically was saying like they're just going to act like Peacemaker's always been in the DCU and not in the DCEU, which I don't think enough people watch Peacemaker to make it like going to be an over issue where people are just like this is too confusing, but it will be confusing to some people, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, the Minecraft movie.
Can we just have a like square that's like won't watch this at all?
Yeah,
Like,
I'll add one.
yeah, cause like I mean, like there's stuff that I'm curious about with it, but like I'm not sure how like it's like I mean I'm not sure if you said this or if someone else said this, but it's the same case with the Super Mario Bros. Movie where like it is going to be terrible no matter what in live action form. If they make it animation, it might be okay, but like the mobs alone,
Dude, dude, I've made two videos
I
about
know
that, like
I've seen
shorts.
them.
Yeah, dude, it's atrocious.
Like how can you mess it up that badly? And like the green screens are obviously
I
CGI.
yeah, no, it I'll give my opinions on it in just a second, but let me make this row so I can put that in there for you.
I think this is the only movie that's going in there, but
No, I mean that's completely fair. All right, for
that's
me,
in
wait,
yeah. Was that
that's
in yours or mine? That's in mine. Yeah,
that's in yours. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yours is just in a different order because when I uploaded the files, they didn't save in the same order for some reason. All right, for me, this is going to be really, really weird because I agree with everything you're saying, but I have to see this movie just to see how bad it's going to be, and I want to see it in theaters. I want that pain. I don't know why, but I'm not gonna see it opening day. But
It
I
also it also helps. It also doesn't help that it's from the same guy who did Napoleon Dynamite, which I know you really like, but like
yeah, yeah. But I mean, giving someone that made a small budget like almost indie comedy the Minecraft movie is insane. Like I don't like there's no part of me that thinks this is gonna be good, but I have to see it because one, I freaking love Minecraft, and then two, like I don't know how someone could make something that looks so bad. Like it looks it's like Morbius. Like I don't know what's going on, but I
did you
have to
see
see
that
it.
in theaters?
I actually didn't, but I wish I did.
It got a re-release and it did so
Yeah, no, that
bad.
was so funny because everyone trolled it so much that they re-released it because I don't know how, but Sony genuinely thought people wanted to see it, and then it lost even more money.
Like it was hilarious.
All right, so that's where I'm putting the Minecraft movie. All right, Daredevil Born Again.
Seen I've seen like one episode of the first season of Daredevil, which is really good. I'm just like I cannot dedicate myself to watching TV
Yeah,
shows at all.
no, that's the
Like
same way I am.
there's multiple TV shows that I want to continue, like Breaking Bad and The Boys and
Uh huh.
Daredevil and The Wire, and there's a whole bunch of TV shows that I like that I've started, but it's just like I cannot watch TV shows.
Yeah, there's a couple that I can watch, but
And
I'll
normally,
just
like the TV shows that I can watch will be like The Penguin. Even though I haven't seen that, I that's like a mini series. I can make my way through a
yeah.
mini series. But like, if it's like Breaking Bad, where it's a 5 season TV show with each episode being an hour long, like that's gonna take me a while to get through.
No, I mean I actually am watching The Penguin with my roommate right now. We're on the last two episodes, and it's been good enough. But it's just like not, even though like it's up for like show of the year and like all this stuff, and it's like it's not even close to as good as the Batman. Like don't get me wrong, like it's good, but like I just think the Batman's so much better. So for me, Daredevil Born Again will go in here because like I obviously I haven't seen the first like Daredevil show. I've heard really good things about it. So like if there's nothing else going on and someone asked me to watch it, then I would watch it with them, but I'm never gonna watch it on my own.
I'll put it in will watch just, but I'll put it in will watch
If Spider Man's in it,
if I finish the first movie or the first
first
if I
show.
finish the like 3 seasons.
Yeah, no. All right. Yeah, we'll just keep it in there because yeah, you're not having a lot at the top right now. So
Mm-mm.
okay, let's see. All right, Craven the Hunter.
Uh, I'll put it in. You know what? Wait, that comes out next year? I thought that came out this year.
Oh
Did
yeah,
they?
the list is at 2024, just the last 2 months, but I just called it 2025 because it's easier for people to just click on the video
Oh,
if they did.
I'll put it like, uh, maybe we'll watch. No, no, I'll put it with Thunderbolts and all those other movies that I have in that category. So
Boom.
Thunderbolts and
I'm right with you.
yeah.
I may see it in theaters just depending on because my family sees a lot of movies over Christmas time, but I think I didn't put. I just
Well, well, the thing is, during Christmas time, there's the Brutalist, there's the freaking A Complete Unknown, and
yeah
there's
that's the one
and
I'm really excited. I just try to put like big IPs on here because they're
and
just
there's Nosferatu, which all
yeah
three of those movies I am going to try my best to go see.
uh huh
Two of those movies come out on Christmas Day.
yeah isn't the doesn't the Complete Unknown.
Yeah, Complete Unknown and Nosferatu.
Yeah, that's what my family we always see a movie Christmas Day. Like we open our presents, do all that stuff. Like in the morning and in the afternoon, we see a movie that will 100% be the movie I'm going to see. I just
A
try to make
Complete
this list
Unknown.
like big IP stuff just in case, like, because if people, there's no one on right now, but like me and you can talk about like Nosferatu and the Complete Unknown and all of that, like in depth, but like that's just not going to catch as much traction if it were to happen that we have.
Because they're independent
Yeah,
art house films.
exactly. Yeah. So like it's easy for us to talk about, but it's
Are you
not.
excited for The Brutalist?
I actually don't. What is that?
It stars Adrian Brody. It's like a 3.5 hour long movie. People say it's like The Godfather. It's produced by A24. It has been it got really good reviews when it premiered at TIFF earlier.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know what it was called, but I have seen stuff about this.
I'm really excited for it, and my dad also thinks it looks good.
Felicity Jones is definitely not bad at all. Neither is Emma
A-
Laird.
Adrian Brody is going to be great as the main lead.
Yeah, he's in like have you seen The Detachment?
No, I don't even think I've heard of it before.
Let's see. This movie. It's pretty
No,
decent. It's an
I
interesting
think
little
I've
movie.
seen him in a whole bunch of Wes Anderson stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Wes Anderson's always freaking class, so let's see. Andor season 2.
I haven't seen the first season, so I'll put it with the I'll put it with only watch if there's nothing else to do.
Brilliant. I actually do highly recommend you watch Andor.
I know
I will.
my ledger has been telling me how much I like Andor.
Yeah, no, Andor's not even really a Star Wars show. It's
I
just
know
more
it's a
like
heist show.
I would say it's more of like a political thriller than it is a heist show.
A lot of
Um,
people said there's like a really good heist in it though.
yeah, no, there definitely is. I know exact. I'm just not going to spoil it for you. I just think there's more like politics going on and wartime drama than there is straight being a heist. Maybe you watch it and think something different, or maybe you think the same as me. But I'm going to watch Andor, which is crazy to say because I've talked to Ledger a lot about my opinions on Star Wars right now, but that is probably the only thing that I will watch that's coming out from Star Wars unless they did
What
more
about
stuff. Like
Mandalorian and Grogu?
I'm gonna go see it, but like I love the first 2 seasons. The third season, absolutely not. I was very upset.
I'm gonna hate it. I Yeah,
I mean, I,
it's easily the worst season. Like
I mean, I
if
didn't hate
any,
it, but like it's obvious like what the politics behind Star Wars were doing, and there's no reason for Bo-Katan to become the main character of a show that like had revitalized Star Wars, and that's not like I mean I've seen all of Clone Wars. Clone Wars is my favorite TV show of all time,
I
so like I
haven't
liked
seen a lot of
Bo-Katan,
it.
but yeah, I could go. That's another one that I think me and Ledger have talked about. I think maybe you coming on doing it. Maybe it was Drew. I can't remember if Drew liked Star Wars enough to talk about it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could go on and on. But Andor is one of the very rare ones that like I actually sit through. Um, let's see. Yeah, we got that down. The next one, Jurassic World Rebirth. Now this is an interesting one because like we all when we did the 30 on 30 for the sci-fi,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about, like with Planet of the Apes,
Yeah.
Jurassic World, like everyone had the Jurassic Park movies aside from like the first one in like such different orders. So
Because it's such a diverse franchise. Like, either, like, especially with the previous, like, trilogy, people either love two of those movies or hate all three of them. Or
are,
love one of them
are
or
you talking
hate.
about like with the Chris Pratt trilogy?
Yes. I
Yeah.
I personally I hate Fallen Kingdom, but I like the other two.
See, I'm the opposite. I mean, Jurassic World, I think for all of us, just because we're relative the same age, like that was probably the film that really got us into the Jurassic Park franchise, especially I saw it in theater. So I really like Jurassic World. But I actually
I
do
saw
like
the original Jurassic Park first.
yeah, I did too. I still think it's still my favorite, but I just thought Jurassic World was very entertaining subjectively. Objectively, it didn't really do. It literally is just a Force Awakens of the uh, Jurassic Park franchise, but I actually like Fallen Kingdom. I didn't at first, and then I've rewatched it a couple times, and I think it has one of the most unique environments for Jurassic Park, like as a franchise in whole. And I didn't mind where they were going with the sci-fi stuff. I actually thought Dominion was the one that was the more boring of them, but I actually don't dislike or hate any of the Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah, I don't like. Surprisingly, I don't like both of the sequels. So I don't like
To
Lost.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I don't like Lost World, and I don't like Fallen Kingdom.
Do you have your list up?
I don't think so on Letterboxd. I
Um,
may have deleted it. I deleted a whole bunch of lists for some reason.
let's see.
Well,
'Cause I know.
I haven't seen the way my account looks without Patreon for a while.
Yeah, it's probably not. I would have assumed it would have already showed up. Let's go see
Yeah.
where mine is. Dude, we watch so freaking much that like my list can change so fast.
I haven't seen the way my account looks without Patreon in so long.
Oh yeah,
It,
dude,
it
it's
looks so different.
yeah. I bet. Let's see. Did I pass by this? Yeah, I'll just go to this one instead.
Yeah, so my ranking is, I think, Fallen Kingdom
See, I
last.
don't have
Then,
any of them where I think they're like below average of a movie. Like I think all of them are average, like average or above.
so you think 3 is not a great movie?
Is not a great movie. I think it's if I have it like in my like if I give it a 2.5, that means I think it's an average movie. Like if you went to the movie theater, that is the average type of movie that you would see.
I personally like 3. I think I'll give it a 4 star.
Yeah, yeah. Um, three, 3.5, 4. Yeah,
I have the same rating for you with the original.
yeah. My I barely give anything a 5 out of 5 because like this is all subjective. Like if I wanted to look at things objectively, there's way more 10 out of 10s, 5 out of 5s than I've given. It's just that like if I'm giving it a 5 out of 5, like it better be a movie that lives in my brain permanently and like just change the way that I see movies or just like morals or my life or just like learn something from it. Or it's just like something like Memento. Like it's just so crazy that someone could even come up with an idea like that and make it work that like I just have to give it a 10.
See, my account is like, you can look at the amount of 5 out of
Yeah, no,
5s
no,
I have.
yeah, I've seen, yeah. Um, all right, I guess that's all to say. Where are you gonna put the new Jurassic World movie?
I'll put it in. We'll watch. I'll probably watch it at some point.
Let's go back to mine. I will probably see it in theaters just because the spectacle will be at least worth the price of admission.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where I am, tickets are so overpriced.
Really?
See, where I used to live, tickets were not that overpriced. They were actually pretty cheap.
Yeah, they're.
Um,
I mean, I think mine are just like average. Like it's reasonable to go to it. Like they're about like $10.
oh wow, mine are like average 15
Oh
per ticket.
dang, dude! I would say
Yeah,
mine are like even if I go to like Regal, they're like 13.
yeah. Wait,
So
what's your main theater chain that you go to?
I go to NCG just because it's by far the cheapest and you get free refills on the one that I go to. And because I know some of the people that work there. So, like, if I want to see two movies, I'll pay for one movie and then I'll stay after when it's like really late at night and I'll just go sit in another one. That's actually how I saw Across the Spider-Verse is I bought a ticket to Transformers Rise of the Beast with my brother and my little cousin. And then we stayed after because like Across had already been out. And we just stayed and watched Across.
Oh, so you just sit in the theater and wait for the next movie to start?
Yeah. So you just got to make sure that it's not going to be like a sold out showing or anything like that. Like you need to make sure you're seeing a movie that's already been out for a little bit.
Yeah, that's why you. Wait, did you go see Across the Spider Verse opening weekend?
I actually didn't.
Oh, I went to go see it opening day.
I wish I did. I saw it. Strangely enough, I didn't, and I ended up seeing it 3 times in theater.
I saw
So
it once.
yeah, I freaking really enjoyed it. Actually, my brother saw it opening night, and he was just like, he's like, dude, it's so freaking good. Like you're gonna love it. And then I had another friend
Into or across?
across.
No, like which one do you prefer?
Oh, I prefer Cross.
Uh,
I think Into is just way too much of a traditional Spider-Man story. I mean, I still think it's phenomenal. I just think that Across has way better story aspects and pushes the boundaries of what can be told in superhero movies as far as like relating to sci-fi than what Into presented. And that's not to take away from Into. That's just I think Across elevated what's going on. And I think it's also the only other superhero movie other than The Dark Knight that truly ends the film where it's not a fight or a death or anything that happens. It's the emotional and story setup that draws you into the conclusion of the film, if that
one
makes
second.
sense. Sorry, what'd you say? Uh,
Sorry about that.
oh no, you're good. You're good.
It's just I was in a room and I just decided to move to another room.
Oh yeah, you're good. Why do you like Into better? I know Ledger definitely does.
No, I like a cross. I have a poster in my room for a cross.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm in love with the Cross, man. I freaking phenomenal. I still don't think it was objectively the best movie of the year, but subjectively it was definitely my favorite.
There it is.
Hold up. Dude, brilliant. What's the other one? Caroline? I still haven't seen that because it scared me as a kid and I have it on my watch list, I think, but I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. It's I got to see it in theaters, which in my opinion claymation are the best movies to go see in theaters.
I wouldn't actually know. I don't think I've seen a Claymate. Well, I guess stop motion with the Lego movie, but that's not really the same thing.
Yeah. I mean the Lego movie is really good.
Oh, yeah. I freaking highly rate the Lego movie.
Me and my friends watched that in school one time.
Legendary stuff. You watching a movie in school will always make that movie a little bit better because you got to spend.
I also watched Shutter Island in school.
Really? I'm
I had to
trying to
be
think.
careful.
I watched Napoleon Dynamite in school. Um, dang, what else did I watch? I don't know why I'm blanking right now. I definitely have like reviews on Letterboxd that was like I got to watch this in school. Oh, I watched that one with Frederick Douglass and he's the president and he starts dating that one girl. Do you know what I'm talking about?
JFK.
No. Dang, dude, what is this movie?
Look up Frederick Douglass movies.
I don't even know how to spell his Frederick. Oh no, not Frederick Douglass. Freaking that. Dang, dude, my brain. Dude, what is the guy that freaking plays the original Ant-Man in the MCU?
Paul Rudd.
No, the older one. Michael
Ant-Man?
Douglas.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Where is it?
The game?
Where is it at? And on my screen, top.
The game?
Is it not? Did you just look it up?
No, is it just like, is that the movie?
Oh no, it's this one. The American
The
President.
American President. Is it good?
It actually is good. Yeah. I mean, it's not like, oh my gosh, that's the best thing I've ever seen, but like one we got to watch in school, so that's always better than like doing school. And then two, it actually is like a pretty good movie.
Well, I didn't actually like watch the movies like in class. Like I was like, if I had free time, I turned it on.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like in class.
No, how do you think we watched Shutter Island in class?
I don't know. That's why I was like, your school has to be awesome. But you know,
That's a very interesting movie to show middle schoolers.
I mean, that's what I thought. I thought that's what you were saying. So I was like, that's crazy that a school did that. You have to go to an insane school.
Yeah, I was just like, if I had free time, I watched it.
All right. Alien Earth, the show.
That's a TV show, right?
Yeah.
Only watch it. There's nothing else to do.
Let's see. I don't know if I'll watch the entire thing. I'll probably wait for reviews, but I think I want to watch it just because I really like the Alien franchise.
I remember
Um,
going to go see Romulus and seeing like a teaser for it.
yeah. And they just dropped like the first little trailer for it, and it looks interesting. So especially with Ridley Scott saying he's gonna come on and do the next Alien movie, I wonder if that's gonna have anything to do with it. So I'm definitely intrigued.
It's
Mission
also the
Impossible.
first, or it's also the first Alien movie that doesn't take place on Earth, and I don't care about Romulus because that thing shouldn't exist. Or
Oh,
not
you.
Romulus, Requiem.
Oh, yeah. We all had the same opinions on Requiem, I think.
That movie sucks.
Um. All right, Mission Impossible: The Final
Opening
Reckoning.
day.
We're in the same boat. I saw the last one.
Me and my dad have already agreed that we're going to go see that
Yeah,
on
I
opening
saw it
day.
with family friends. Like my family saw it with one of
I
my
saw
friends'
I saw
families.
I saw Death Reckoning I saw Death Reckoning in theaters twice.
Yeah, I didn't, but it's phenomenal. I mean, I still think Fallout's the best one, but it's like picking between your favorite children. I mean, they're both so
It's
dang
one of the
good.
most consistent. I was telling my dad it was one of the most consistent it would be the most consistent franchise if it didn't have number two. It was like number two isn't that bad, and I'm like, yes, it is.
I don't think number two is that bad. I think it's definitely worse than all the other ones, but I still think like that's a decent movie for most other franchises.
Wait, what's your ranking on them?
That you're gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to rewatch them because it's been so long since I've watched most of them. Like the most recent one that I watched, other than the Death Reckoning, was probably just a rewatch of Rogue Nation.
I think Rogue Nation is the worst out of like after Ghost Protocol.
Uh,
I think that one's the worst.
I'll agree with you on that. I know that for sure, but I don't have enough like, and I don't feel comfortable enough, or not comfortable, but confident enough to actually give you a ranking because like I haven't seen them in so long that like I'm like I don't want to give you something and it just not be accurate to what I think. So, all I know is that Fallout would definitely be my favorite.
Yeah.
Um, okay, you probably haven't seen Invincible.
Not yet. Even though I want to start it, like I'm
Dude,
gonna watch it sooner or
what
later.
I'll
It's
what
just
I'll
once I
tell
get.
you is if you literally sit down tonight and watch the first episode, make sure you watch the entire thing, like credits and all. If you watch that first episode and you're like, dude, this is something that I want to 100% watch, and you have to watch the entire thing because there's stuff that happens at the end that is like so important. If you're like, I want to watch this, then you're gonna love the entire thing. But if by the end of the first episode you're like, oh, okay, I don't really like, you're not gonna want to watch it. Do you get what I mean? Like by the first episode, you'll know.
Yeah, that's with a lot of shows because their pilots for a lot of shows have
Yeah,
to be extremely strong.
Yeah. But I just highly I told Ledger, and then Ledger watched it and he's like, dude, that was insane. Like I want to watch more. And then he just hasn't watched it. I'm like, dude, I don't know how you're like not wanting to finish it, because it's one of the TV shows that like I'll
I
put
can't
it like
say the song "Feel It" by David is really good,
yeah.
and I know that's from the show.
Yeah, no, it's I Invincible is one of my favorite things that's out right now. I'll put whenever that's
But
dropping.
before I watch that, I want to finish The Boys since I've already started that.
Yeah, see, I haven't done that. My roommate's been begging me to watch it, which I will watch it at some point. I have it on my
It's just
list.
like it's graphic in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly. I mean, the very first episode when whatever the speedster is called, I don't know, when he kills that girl just standing
Uh
on the
huh.
street. Yeah, no, I mean I've seen that. Like
No,
both of
and
us
there's
are.
also like other graphic things too.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Some of that stuff's a little bit been the reason that I don't want to watch
I
it,
mean,
because
it's
I'm
a
like,
good show. It's just like you're like pushing the MA rating.
yeah, that's I've heard, and that's kind of one of the reasons I've avoided it, because I don't want it to be like just nonsensical, but also at the same time, I think
Well,
Game of
it's
Thrones.
supposed to show you how like messed up these superheroes are.
Yeah, no, no, I get. I mean, that's the same. I 100% without a doubt think Game of Thrones is the best show that's ever made, and I will fight anyone that tries, unless you try to say
See,
Clone Wars is, but
see,
eh,
my aunt says I should wait till I watch Game of Thrones.
yeah, dude, you can't watch that right now. The
She has told me the first season is the worst, like with content wise.
It is 100%. I don't know, like they just went extreme, but dude, it is so freaking good. Like it is. There's nothing like. It's one of the only shows. Like there's very few shows that I would put like equivalent to like the best movies and stuff like that. I mean, I still think the best of the best movies are still better than the best shows, but like I would put like I'd give Game of Thrones, if you're on Letterbox, I'd give it a 5 out of 5 easily.
There's do you know about Serialized?
Sterilized.
Yeah.
I've heard about it, but I've not watched it.
No, it's not a TV show. It's basically Letterboxd for TV shows.
Oh, yeah, I have one of them. But like I just don't watch enough, and like most of them you have to rank like the seasons, where I would just rather rank the overall show, because like yeah, I get the seasons are very important. They're kind of like a movie in itself, but if I start doing shows and episodes and stuff like that, then I'll get too engulfed in it. So I usually just use it to keep shows to watch later on.
Yeah, I mean another thing with this when you were talking about I should watch Invincible, like I already promised my friend that was gonna watch the first episode of The Penguin and
Oh, yeah.
like and I know
Dude,
a lot of
freaking
people are like just watch both of them and I'm like I'm not that type of person.
yeah. I mean, if you were gonna watch one, like from my like, obviously I'm not trying to discredit your friend or stuff, and maybe he likes movies a lot, but just because we literally are friends because we watch that, like Invincible is so much better than the Penguin. Like Invincible is seriously one of the best superhero things that's ever come out.
Yeah, and the thing about Invincible is like that's been out longer and it's still like
Mhm.
a lot of people are saying it's good. Penguin ended like a week ago.
Yeah, no, I haven't. We have the last 2 episodes left to watch, and it's definitely good. Like, it's definitely worth watching. But like, if there's like, I told Ledger, like, I was like, dude, you have to watch Invincible. Like, I'm telling you, like, it is freaking. Do you know any of the spoilers to it or no?
No, not really. Besides, like, excuse me. Um, besides, like, that there's like some fight between the kid and his dad.
Okay, yeah, just because you know that, that's not really a spoiler, because everything that happens in between that is so insane that like you couldn't even try to predict what was going on.
Oh my gosh, I just drank something and it went down the wrong pipe.
Dang, dude, take your time.
All right, so what's the next movie we got sidetracked?
All right, hold up. I guess Invincible. Where do you wanna?
I'll put it in. We'll watch.
Brilliant. All right, the next one, How to Train Your Dragon live action. I know we talked a little bit about this on the stream last night.
Oh, I'll probably.
Wait,
I
hold
know,
up.
like I know this is like so stupid, and I think it looks terrible, but I'm going to go see it in
Dude,
theaters.
thank you. I understand. Like, is it a cash grab? 100%. But do I care? No. I like all the other ones, like, yeah, like I don't care about the Disney live action, but this is the first one DreamWorks is doing. And if there was ever an animated movie to make live action, dude, it has to be How You Train Your Dragon. Like,
I swear, if next, like, if this does 1 billion, and next thing we know, we get a Shrek live action, like,
Dude, that would be on something else. I don't think that can happen. And not that it can't hit 1 billion, but I don't think they'd ever make a live action Shrek. That would just be crazy.
well, you never know.
I mean, I guess I mean you're right. Like it could definitely, but that wouldn't that be so crazy? Like
Yeah, I mean, have you seen like the way that the Shrek looks and like the musical? Like,
yes, but no, I mean they'd make them CGI. Obviously, there's no way they'd make them like a prosthetic.
you never know.
I mean they could, but like I mean the Jungle Book like has um Blue and all the other characters
I
just
know,
like
but unlike the Jungle Book has a human main character.
yeah, yeah.
Shrek's main character is an ogre and a donkey.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying, but like, if it made enough money, I that's the only way they could do it, right? Like, there would be no point to do a live action Shrek movie and it
What are
not
some
be.
other DreamWorks movies that they could do live action?
There's plenty of them. I mean, I freaking the Prince of Egypt would be insane,
That's such a good movie.
dude. The Prince of
Which the
Egypt.
only reason why I don't think it'll happen is just because it's a Christian movie.
Yeah, no, they won't take the chance on that, which is unfortunate.
Which that's one of the reasons why it's one of my favorite is because like one of my favorites, if not my favorite DreamWorks movie.
I would have to think about it, but I mean, dude, the freaking Prince of Egypt is like basically a lost gem because it came out right when 2D movies were dying. But basically, anybody that knows about it knows that the Prince of Egypt is one of the best animated movies ever made.
And even people who aren't Christian agree that it's a
Yeah, no, it's
phenomenal
not
movie.
just like obviously like for me like it helps that it is like a faith based movie, but like outside of that, it's just a good story. Even if you don't believe the religious aspects of it, it's just an interesting story. The animation is beautiful. It's just a really cool movie.
Yeah. Unlike the Joseph whatever one that they made later on. I forget what it was called, but it was like Joseph something that DreamWorks did later on. Or I'm not sure if it was DreamWorks, but some other
I'm
studio did
trying
like
to
a.
think. I can't remember.
You know what I was talking? Do you know what I'm talking about
I
though?
actually don't.
Look up like Joseph and Joseph, like some. It's something like that. That one,
Oh,
Joseph, the King of
yes.
Dreams.
Yes. Now I know what you're talking about. With the yeah.
I barely remember it, but all I know is that I've seen it.
Yeah, I know. I remember seeing the like I guess you call it box art or the poster, but I don't remember. I don't think I've
And
ever
it
seen
looks,
it.
the poster looks so bad.
Yeah, no, that this one looks atrocious. Not the movie, but like the art.
See, look at that thumbnail down there.
Hold up. This one or this one?
No, there was that like click on the other one.
Oh, this one?
No, yeah, and then look at the
Bro,
guy right down there.
dude. What is this one, dude? 33-minute video?
See, the Prince of Egypt at least has solid.
The Prince of Egypt is just goaded. It looks like they have it free on YouTube right there.
Wow, that really proves the quality.
Yeah.
The only movie that's actually good that I've seen free on YouTube, like that channels have uploaded, is Punch Drunk Love. Like some person has the full Criterion 4K uploaded to YouTube.
I don't know how people get away with that and like keep it.
Well, Food Fight got uploaded, but you like there's multiple people who have that uploaded, but YouTube
Yeah.
hasn't taken that down because Food Fight is atrocious.
Did you see it was like probably in the summer someone released in-game and it had like
Oh, it was
freaking
No Way Home. Yes, I saw that.
yeah. Did you see no
Someone
someone
released the. I
someone
didn't
released all
start
three
it,
of
but
them.
it popped up on my for you page, and I'm like, no way.
Yeah, no, it was no they it was the same dude freaking released No Way Home in-game and Infinity War all in like 4K.
I know. I heard about that, and like No Way Home popped up on my for you page.
Yeah, no, I mean that guy was freaking instantly within a day. Dude had like freaking 400,000 views on like each of those videos.
Did anyone actually watch the movie like fully through? Like,
I don't know.
Did
I'm
you?
pretty sure it's up for a while because like I saw it not just like on that guy posting it, but like people were doing community posts about it. They were like, "Yo, this guy has it up for free. Go take your chance to see it now."
Yeah, because that's like the people who don't have Disney Plus. That was their chance to watch all three of those movies.
Exactly.
It was like sit down. Now it's time to do a triple feature.
For real. Yeah, it's like your only chance.
I kind of
Uh
regret not watching No Way Home because like 2 days later, I'm on YouTube and it's like some dude was talking about how this guy's videos, all three of them, just got taken down.
yeah. I mean, there's zero chance that Disney was letting that stay up for more than a day.
Yeah, they got taken down quickly, but like that dude's a legend.
For real.
I'm also
Okay.
not sure how people fully like download those movies.
You'd have to do it through your computer. And you have to do it like on the Blu-ray and download it in 4K. I don't know the entire process, but I just know that's how you have to kind of do it a little bit.
So
All right,
he had to put in some work.
for real. Okay,
All right.
Lilo and Stitch live action.
I'll put it. I'll put it in theaters because my one of my little sisters is a humongous Lilo and Stitch fan, and she's going to go see that. And my dad also really likes Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah,
And honestly, I like Lilo and Stitch. I watched all four of the movies this summer, and none of them were bad.
no, I enjoy Lilo and Stitch. When I was a little kid, they were one of my favorites. Um, at least the OG movie, and
Have you seen Have you seen the other three?
I thought it was a show, was it not?
There's there's Stitch the movie, Lilo
Yep.
and Stitch 2, Stitch has a glitch. And then there's Leroy and Stitch.
Oh, dang, for some reason I thought it was a show. Was it? I mean,
There
I've
was a
seen.
show too.
Okay, then I've seen parts of the show, and then I've seen the original movie, and
I would
I've like
recommend Stitch. Honestly, if I'm being honest, Stitch the movie is probably my favorite out of all four.
really.
It's so like fun. Lilo and Stitch 2 is the worst out of all of them though. But like even that, like I gave that a 3.5. They're all very
Yeah.
consistent.
Then I'll probably watch them at some point,
And
just
they're
later
only
on.
like an hour long or somewhere. Like they're very short.
I'm trying to think where I'll probably put. I'll watch it in theaters.
And if I don't watch it in theaters, then I'm gonna watch it when it goes to Disney Plus.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm 100% watching it. I just think if you're gonna do a live action Disney movie, getting all the aliens and stuff, especially the shark villain, I don't know what his name is, but
He's such a cool character though.
yeah, no, I think Lilo and Stitch is one of the cool live action ones, like How to Train Your Dragon. Um,
I'm still mad that they're. Do you know the guy who plays the bodyguard in the movie, like the child protective
yeah,
service guy?
uh,
I'm pretty sure he's not gonna play the guy, and I'm like, he literally looks like.
yeah. It's so unfortunate when they do stuff like that. Okay, Avatar, the third one.
Oh, Opening night.
Yeah,
I'm not a humongous like. I don't love like I do really like both Avatar movies. I don't love them though, but just like the skeptical and the visuals for
yeah,
both of those movies in theaters are insane, and I'm gonna need
yeah.
to see
No,
that opening night.
it's pretty much as top tier as it gets. The only other one that I can think of seeing in theaters that was like the equivalent of it was Tron Legacy, and that was it.
Yeah, those two movies are like, I mean, actually, can you move Aries up to in theaters? Yeah, cause
Perfect.
yeah,
All right, let's. I'm trying to. My computer is kind of. I mean, it's not super close to dying, but I just want to make sure that we get to talk about your list on Letterbox as
yeah.
well before it ends.
This has gone on way longer than I would have.
Yeah,
We're almost like an hour in.
for real. I thought it would take a while. This is. I was kind of planning on. There's 3 people in here a second ago, but I don't know where they went. But I was planning on doing something like this with Ledger, but then he had to work.
All
Um,
right, what's this next movie? I can't see what it
it's
is.
it's Ironheart, the Marvel show.
Oh, I'll put it. Won't watch.
Same.
I don't like Wakanda Forever,
I actually do like Wakanda Forever.
but
But
Ironheart is not a great character, and I don't think she
no,
deserves her own show.
I will agree with that. Even though I do like it, I didn't think that she was the reason that I liked that movie. So Um, okay, let's see. Predator Badlands.
Is that going to theaters or streaming?
See, that's what a lot of people think it's going. They haven't officially released it yet. But let's just act like it's going to theaters. Um,
Okay, then I'll go see it ASAP.
yeah, I probably won't see it opening night, but I will want to see it as soon as possible.
It's like Romulus, where like I
Yeah,
didn't get to see it opening day, but I got to see it like opening weekend.
yeah, that's what happened. I had to see it 2 weeks later, and it's just because I was moving. I went back to school the first weekend. Then the next weekend, I had to come back home and help my parents move to their new house. So like I couldn't see it. So then it was the weekend after that I was finally able to see it because I was trying to see it as soon as possible. It just worked out that I
And then
couldn't.
did you like it?
Yes, yeah, I really liked Alien Romulus. Um, dang, let's go see. I know I have that list somewhere too.
Your Alien ranked?
Yeah, I mean, I have that giant 31, but that just is a lot harder to look at.
I like the little X-Men 97 thing that just popped up at the bottom of your screen.
Where was it? Right
It
here.
was at the bottom of the little ad thing. Yeah, it was in
Yeah,
X-Men 97. Have
dude,
you
I
seen
still
that?
haven't. No, but my brother and my freaking roommate watched it, and they both said it was really good.
I haven't seen it yet either. I haven't seen the original X-Men show, so I don't know.
Oh,
But
my
this
brother
year
says you
seems
don't.
to seems to be a good year for like X-Men with Deadpool, Wolverine, and
I mean,
that
this year just seems to be a good year for like superhero shows in general. You have freaking The Boys,
Penguin.
Penguin, Invincible, and X-Men 97. Like that's just an unreal lineup. All right, yeah, this is my ranking. I like Prometheus better because I think it swings a lot harder than Romulus, but I gave them basically the same rating.
Yeah,
I think
I have the so my ranking on the Alien movies. Not I mean I think mine is I've Requiem at Last, then three, then the whatever the fourth one's called. Then I have AVP, um,
yep,
Covenant, Prometheus, Romulus, Alien, and Aliens.
yeah. No, so pretty similar. I feel like these ones right here are pretty interchangeable.
I think I gave. You can double check, but I'm pretty sure I gave the fourth one a 3 star.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Dude,
didn't hate it.
Ledger having it at 1. I don't think it's a 1.
It's not that bad. Like I like how they took swings. Like it's not
Yeah,
perfect
no,
at all.
no, it's definitely a freaking weird movie, and there's definitely a lot of bad dialogue and stuff like that in there. But I don't think it's freaking a
And
1.
then three, I did not like.
Yeah, no, that one is very divisive. I kind of just like the setting. I know a
But
lot of
that's
people think
one of
it.
the things that like actually helped me give it a better score. I'm not sure what I gave that one either. But that's one of the reasons why I didn't give it like a half star or something like that. One and a
1.5.
half.
Yeah, and I mean, I completely. This is one of the most talked about. I think it's the most documented like movies production of all time because of David Fincher. Just like basically, he had a movie he wanted to make, and then the studio told him no, and he also had to follow up to freaking James Cameron.
Aliens.
Yeah, he had to follow, and then freaking he's basically following up to Ridley Scott and James Cameron, who at the time were freaking two of the biggest directors just in Hollywood, and
Wait,
then
did Alien 3 come out before or after T2? T2 came out 91.
yeah, so it came out a year after. So yeah, dude had huge expectations. Then the studio didn't help him at all. I know a lot of people will say that like the prison atmosphere is kind of boring, especially for a movie in space. But I don't know. I think it's kind of cool to see a space prison and
See,
like
that's one of the reasons like I like the setting. It's just it was
yeah,
executed so badly.
yeah. I won't disagree with that. I also think the kills in it are pretty decent too. And there's a couple iconic shots, like the one where she's on the floor and
And
the
the
alien come.
aliens close to her face.
Yeah, like that. That I think is a sick shot. And I think it's like
But the
the
CGI, like when they do full body shots of the
yeah,
alien, the
it's not
CGI
good.
is terrible.
I also think the cinematography is actually pretty decent. Like Fincher always does a decent job of making his films look good. And
I did lose like not a little bit of like respect or something, but like he hasn't written a single one of his films.
really,
Like you would be like, how could someone like props to David Fincher for like doing this? Like, cause like everyone takes credit for David Fincher doing Fight Club and Gone Girl and Seven and stuff like that. And it's like he didn't write any of those
yeah.
movies.
I mean, directing's still a super hard aspect,
Yeah.
regardless of not writing it. But I
Cause
actually didn't know
he has
that.
to take paper to film.
Yeah, no, I actually didn't know that. That's crazy.
Like if you look at films of if you look at all of his films and look at stuff that he's written, he hasn't written a single one of his movies.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would have thought he would have at least written something like The Social Network and stuff, because like some of these other like blockbusters and stuff like that makes sense. Like if you have a different writer and you need someone like James Cameron to come on to really put it together because he's
The
just an
Social
expert.
Network is such a good movie. I the two movies that I hope get a re-release next year for its 15th anniversary is Interest or Inception and Social
Dude,
Network.
Inception is a freaking guaranteed lock for getting back in theaters. There's every
Well,
single
because
one.
Christopher Nolan re-releases his movies all the
Yeah,
freaking time.
no,
Like
that's what
I already have tickets for Interstellar and
dude.
IMAX
I
in
freaking
December.
couldn't get them because I freaking didn't have one of the theaters that was showing them.
You don't have any AMC's near you?
No, dude, I don't. It's so unfortunate.
I have like two near me.
Yeah, I don't have any near me, and I was pretty upset.
And my dad's gonna pick me up from school because, like, no joke, there was like it was 2 days after the tickets went on sale for a 6:45 showing. There was 3 seats left,
Yeah, no, I bet. I mean, it makes sense. Interstellar is like one of those movies I haven't seen in theater, but I guarantee you it's just like freaking Avatar and Tron
and it's in
Legacy.
IMAX,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna go if Inception gets a re-release, I'm going to go see that.
Yeah, no, I'll 100% if I can, but I'll be living in Huntsville and they have an AMC, so should be able to go see it this time.
Yeah, I have no clue where that is.
Alabama.
Oh,
Now, I guess I forget that you're also like 10 years younger than me, so that makes
yeah.
sense. Okay. Skeleton Crew from Star Wars the show.
I don't know. I'll probably only watch it if I'm not doing anything.
For me, this is where the Star Wars hatred really starts to come. I'm not watching anything Star Wars unless it is Andor.
Wait, what is it even? What's it about?
Jude Law's in it, and basically there's like I think I watched the trailer a while ago. I wasn't impressed, so I didn't watch anything about like what they think the plot synopsis will be. But I think there's going to be like a new Jedi somewhere, which in itself I hate the idea of just new Jedi's popping up all the time. I think that
Like
takes away.
Ray.
Yeah, like I just I'll leave it at that because I can get so far into Star Wars. So basically, it's just this ragtag group. Basically, think of like Star Wars Rebels type thing, just live action.
I didn't hate Rebels.
Oh no. I'm not saying that I actually like Rebels. But I just don't have any interest for anything Star Wars unless it's one Andor, which is unfortunate because we know exactly where Andor's story ends, so that can't take the story in a new direction, or it's their animated stuff, and that's it.
I'm still excited for Mandalorian Grogu.
I will still see that, but I don't know if I'm excited anymore. I just don't have any faith that the team that's behind that is going to do anything good for Star Wars.
Hey, I
I
am glad that they're not making it like a fourth season to wrap it up, and they're making it a movie.
Yeah, that is interesting. Like I'm 100% gonna go see it, but I can't say I'm excited. Like it's something I'll go see, but I'm not. I don't have any faith after season 3 and
Season 2 is
Ahsoka.
my favorite.
I agree with you on that. But yeah, I just don't. I don't have any faith in Star Wars right now, and it's really
Season 2
sad.
made me cry at the end
Yeah, freaking
when Luke
Grogu.
takes
Yeah,
Grogu,
it's freaking goaded,
and I was on a plane when I watched that.
dude. Unfortunate.
All right, so next movie,
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four
Four.
first steps.
I'll put ASAP because I'm actually curious about the movie.
I'm gonna go ASAP as well. Oh, freaking wrong thing.
That's Marvel Zombies, right?
Yeah, that's Marvel Zombies. The last thing.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Curious what they're gonna do. really just hope it's like better than the three other attempts of Fantastic Four movies that we've gotten. Even though
Surely it's
I
better,
think
right? Like,
I think I think the first one from the early 2000s is okay. I think Rise of the Silver Surfer is bad, and then Fan Four Stick.
that's atrocious.
We don't need to talk about that one.
Dude, I don't know how you have that good of a cast in a movie and you still botch it so bad.
Like the whole ending scene like the only thing that was actually like bad about that movie, which I know like is like how is something bad in a bad like it's every other thing is atrocious. The only thing that's bad about like in that movie is the scene where Doctor Doom is going around and he's exploding everyone.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about when he comes back from the other dimension and
Yeah,
he's like in the casket thingy.
yeah,
Yeah, no, that scene's actually like fine, but I don't know like if that's your most impressive scene of a movie, you've not done something correct.
yes, and it's like I mean that movie was production hell.
Yeah, that one's also highly documented on how bad of the production was.
And they were like, okay, we need to use Fantastic Four in this. So they throw in the most blatantly obvious force scene at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
We need a name to call ourselves.
yeah, just not good.
See, and that was like, was that Miles Teller going off the back of Whiplash?
Fan Stick came out in 2015 and Whiplash came out in 2014, I think.
So yeah, I think that was him off the back of Whiplash.
Yeah,
See, you can't do that
yeah, it's crazy.
because
I
he's so good in Whiplash.
Dude, Miles Teller is good. I don't care what anybody says. There's some people that give him a little. I think Miles Teller is good. I think he's very versatile too.
He's good in Maverick and he's good in Whiplash.
I think he's also good in what is it, Sicario?
He's in Sicario.
What's the one that he's in? He's in some drug movie.
I have no clue.
What is the freaking movie? What's the fat guy from Superbad's name? The
Jonah
actor.
Hill. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. War Dogs.
Yeah,
Was that good? I haven't seen it.
yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I don't think it's the best thing ever. I would give it like a 6 out of 10. I'll have to rewatch it and put it on Letterboxd at some point. He's also good. Not that this movie is good, but he's in the remake of Footloose, and he's phenomenal in that. Just like as a freaking
I don't like the original Footloose though.
yeah. That I haven't seen it. I've only seen the second one, and I didn't hate the second one. I think it's fine.
No, I think like if there's I think I watched Footloose off the back of Dirty Dancing and Dirty Dancing is so good. I do not care.
I'm not a huge fan of Dirty Dancing. I don't think I got it.
I gave it a 4.5. I really like that movie just sticked with me. I don't know why. And it turns out my mom hasn't seen it, but my dad has, which kind of shocked me.
I give it above average of a movie.
Are you excited for the remake next year?
I didn't even know they were remaking it. I don't know how you make something like that.
Like, look it up. Look up Dirty Dancing, and it's gonna pop up with like Dirty Dancing 2025.
Dude, have you seen Heat?
Yes, that's such a good movie.
Yeah, dude, have you seen that they're remaking that?
They're making a sequel. They're not remaking it.
I could have sworn it was a remake. The remake. Oh, I guess you're
Wait,
right. Wait, I'm
yeah,
confused with what that means. I mean, that's AI saying that. Michael
yeah,
Mann's
Heat
Heat is
too.
actually a remake of his own. That's what I
Yeah,
thought it was.
it's L.A. Takedown, which is not that great of a movie, but still. There's literal scenes in L.A. Takedown that are the exact same in Heat.
Really?
Like, you know the scene where they're at like where Robert De Niro and Al Pacino are at dinner, and he's like,
Yeah.
"You do what you do best." You like you know that
Yeah, yeah.
scene? That exact scene is in L.A. Takedown.
Okay. That's the scene that directly inspired the interrogation room scene in The Dark Knight. You know that?
I mean, they're both like some of the best scenes in both of those
Yeah.
movies.
See, dude, the cast is just crazy.
Who's in it? For the original or Heat 2?
Heat 2. Why does it say 2022?
Did Heat 2 like already come out?
No, dude, it definitely has not come out. We 100% would have. I could have sworn Christian Bale was on this. David Cornsweet, the guy that's playing Superman, Glenn Powell. No, dude, that can't be real. That's got to be fake. They're just putting in a bunch of freaking big names.
Austin Butler's a good actor.
Yes.
Have you
I've
seen The Bike
been,
Riders?
no, I have that on my watch list. Me and my dad thought about going and seeing it in theaters, but then I think there's some type of sports game on that we watched instead.
Oh, me and my dad saw that in theaters and we both liked it.
Yeah, no, I've heard it's really good. Oh, dang, I can't find it. I don't know. I could have sworn that I saw that Christian Bale was cast in it, but we got one more thingy. Marvel Zombies.
We'll watch. I think the best episode of What If season 1 is zombies, and so I don't think they should make a whole show about it. That's a dumb move on Marvel's part, but still,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
watch it.
won't watch it, unfortunately. I just don't have any appeal to it. I think it's an
Yeah.
interesting concept, but to watch the entire show of that is just, eh. Not saying I think it's going to be bad. I quite literally don't think it's for me. Like, I just don't see any appeal to it for me. All right, let's go. You got your list on here somewhere?
It's not uploaded; it's privated. So my top 10 most anticipated movies for
Wait,
next
wait.
year.
Do you want to share yours? I guess you're on your phone, so you can't really
Yeah.
do that. All right, yeah, I'll just go. Let's take this off then.
All
Boom.
right. So my top 10 most anticipated movies for 2025. Number 10 is Bugnolia. Um, Wait 1 second. Let me. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
All right. Um, I didn't know if you could hear me or not doing this. All right. So number 10 is Bugnolia. I have reasonings why. Um, it seems
What?
like a really good like body sci-fi movie. It's also from Yorgos Lanthimos, which did Poor Things. Um,
Bugnolia?
yeah, or Bug. I don't know. It's something like that. Um, Number 9 is Marty Supreme. It's from one of the Safdie brothers who did Uncut Gems and Good Time, and it stars Timothy Chalamet
Oh,
and
dude,
Tyler.
freaking! I didn't even know what that is, but anything with Timothy Chalamet, I will
And
freaking
it
probably go
also
see.
has Tyler the Creator in it, which pretty much anything that he makes or does, I'll watch.
Dude, freaking! I just can't even with him dissing Eminem and then Eminem just destroying him.
Who?
Tyler the Creator,
Oh,
because you know he was a rapper.
yeah.
Yeah, no. So I freaking Eminem just my goat in rap, but I mean that has nothing to do with if the movie will be good or not. I just think it's funny.
Yeah,
What
well,
was it?
they have a tendency of putting, like, The Weeknd was in Uncut Gems.
The Weekend,
He was in Uncut Gems.
bro. That's my goat, dude. Freaking love that guy. I haven't even seen Uncut Gem, so I can't.
Oh, I'm doing a watch party for its 5-year anniversary in December.
If I have time, I can do it with you.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. Um, Number 8 is Eddington, I think. Um, it stars
Yeah, I've,
Joaquin Phoenix. It's the new Ari Aster movie.
yeah, no, yeah.
He also did Hereditary, which is a masterpiece.
Oh, I've seen Hereditary. I
It stays with you.
I've yet to give it a ranking yet because I'm like really close to. I don't know if I'm gonna give it a 4.5, a 4 or 5. It's like so close. I need to rewatch.
Yeah, it's just like it's a movie that stays with you.
Oh, 100%.
I watched it on Halloween night, and that was an interesting experience.
This year.
Yeah.
Dang, I saw it like right when it came out.
The number 7 is The Ballad of Backertane whatever. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio. It's a new PTA film. Um, and it has a stacked cast. Set photos have been getting out recently of DiCaprio.
What do you think it's called?
Uh, one second. The Battle of Bacatane Cross. And it's directed by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you noticing something with all our house films?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6 is F1. I'm really excited for that movie. I think it looks really good. And it looks like it's
Dude,
gonna be like
I just don't know why I just don't love racing movies.
I haven't seen a lot, but I the ones that I have seen I do really like. And like I still need to watch Ford v Ferrari, which I
Yeah,
heard is
no,
really
I
good.
like that one. If I was, I don't think I've rated it yet on Letterboxd. I'd probably get a 4 star.
Yeah. Um so uh number number 5 is Michael, which is the Michael Jackson biopic. Um it's just a story that I want to hear
That's
and
fair.
see.
I mean, it's Michael Jackson, so
Yeah, and it's like we already know it's gonna have banger music because it's gonna be Michael Jackson. The only thing that worries me a little bit is directed by Antoine Fuqua, who did the Equalizer movies and Training Day, and the Magnificent Seven remake. And I'm like, he's an action movie director.
I don't know. He's made good stuff though, so like he's got a good track record of making movies.
I'm like the most thing that's like actually like yeah is like he did Training Day, and so
Hmm.
like he can probably do something with a Michael Jackson story.
Number 4.
Uh, Number 4 is The Smashing Machine. It's from the other Safdie brother. Stars The Rock. It's a wrestling movie, kind of like The Iron Claw. It's from
Yeah, yeah.
A24.
No, I've heard
Um,
of that one because that's the one that they think The Rock is actually going to be serious in for once.
yeah, it looks good. And I'm pretty sure it just finished shooting.
You got a good
Number
person to
three,
play in it.
Number 3 is Knives Out. The whatever the third one's called.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I completely forgot
Yeah.
about that.
The first one is a masterpiece in my book.
Agreed.
And then Glass Onion is good, not anywhere near the level of the first one, but
I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10. It's definitely a good
it
movie.
it was solid. I enjoyed it. Um, but yeah, this one I think is going to be very interesting. Once again, you have a stacked cast. It's just I'm curious what the murder mystery is going to be about in the next one. Um, since these past two movies have been getting extremely different. These Glass Onion and the original were very different from each other.
Yeah,
Um, my number 2, I know you probably haven't heard of this. It's called Always Ready. Do you know who Danny Dorito 23 is?
I do not.
He's a YouTuber and he just does like he's like he's funny and stuff like that. I watch him, and he's also a filmmaker. He did a short film that I would highly recommend checking out called Pollo Loco. Um, and that
Oh, I
really
see
shows
him
you his
now.
what?
I see him now over here. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my computer.
Do you recognize him?
I do not know.
All right. Well, if you have free time, I would recommend checking out Pollo Loco. It's really good. Um, but yeah, this is his first ever feature film, and he plays he's retired Coast Guard, and so it's a Coast Guard movie, and he plays a like it's like I don't know what it's called, but it's like Coast Guard boot camp in a way, and he plays the drill sergeant, and he's writer director,
Got you.
and it sounds really good. And then my most anticipated movie for next year is Mickey 17. It's Bong or Pong or one of it's Pong Joon Ho who did
Yeah,
Parasite and stuff
dude,
like that.
freaking yeah! I saw the trailer for that when I went to see Alien Romulus with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, and my dad also thinks it looks really good, and we're
Yeah,
gonna go
my
see it.
mom saw the trailer and she just doesn't like sci-fi at all, and she was like, "That looks interesting. I won't see it. It looks bad to me, but it looks interesting." And me and my dad were like, "I think it looks pretty decent, honestly."
So are you gonna go see it?
If my dad will go see it with me, then I will.
Do you go to the theaters a lot with your parents?
I go to the theaters a lot with just a lot of my family or my friends.
Yeah, what was
Yeah,
the
I've seen.
last movie you saw in theaters?
Dang, what's been out recently? I want to say Transformers One, but that doesn't sound right at all.
I mean, Joker 2 came out.
Oh, it was freaking Joker 2. That no. I saw something else after that just because I didn't want that to be the freaking bad taste in my mouth.
Uh, there was Conclave.
Let me see. I'll have it in here. What have I seen this year?
Are you gonna go see Gladiator 2?
Yes, 100%. I'm seeing it this week.
I'm seeing it Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll see it Friday or Sunday.
You
I
haven't
guess it
seen the
was.
original
Oh,
Gladiator?
it was Venom.
Oh, you haven't seen the original Gladiator?
I haven't. No, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna watch that on Tuesday.
Okay, it's so good.
Oh yeah, no, I've. It's just one of those things I just haven't seen. I guess
Yeah, that's a little shocking that you haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's still a decent amount of stuff just because like when I was playing college soccer, that took up way more time than watching movies or anything like that. I just when I wasn't doing that, movies was my hobby. So I've seen a lot of movies, but compared to like you've been watching movies forever now, and that's like your favorite hobby, I'm guessing. So like
Yeah,
I'm still behind you for sure.
I watch a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have. I think I have probably about half of what I've seen on
And
Letterbox, and I have
I'm not sure if you do this, but do you log stuff when you watch it? Like, have you actually watched Charlie Brown like that
no,
many
dude,
times?
dude, no, dude. I was just trying to do. When you made your video, did it get it where I just had that as all of the stuff?
No, I still need to record it.
Oh, okay,
But
because that's what I was trying to do. Is I was trying to just get every single one of them to be Charlie Brown when you went on there, just to see what your reaction would be. But it's getting hard because I keep watching movies. So basically what I do is if it's a movie that I've seen a long time ago and I have a very good, my memory's pretty good anyways, but like if I can remember almost everything about it and I'm very solid about what my opinion of that movie is, I'll log it.
Yeah.
Usually most of the times I'll put in there like this is the first time, like Prisoners. I just watched Prisoners, Drive.
Oh,
For the
Drive is so good.
Yeah, Drive is phenomenal. So is Prisoners. I gave them the same rating. I think I like Drive a little bit better than I like Prisoners,
Wait,
but
which one? Wait, what did you give him?
4.5 out of 5,
Uh,
which I mean, I told you, dude. Let's see. I think I only have like 10 movies.
both of those
No,
movies are in my top 20.
yeah. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see what all I have. That let's share the screen real quick.
We've been on this live stream for so long.
I know. I'm probably gonna have to get off soon.
Surprised my family hasn't come home yet.
Yeah. No, dude. We've been on here for freaking crazy. All right. You can see my screen. Yeah. No, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get. Oh, I watched Super Bad for the first time the other day.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
So like I've seen Rounders. I watched it this week again, and I just hadn't rated it yet. So I just rated Rounders. Then Moonfall. We just threw on in the background while we were playing poker. And it's atrocious. I'd already seen it, but I'm confident that I don't need to rewatch that again to know how bad it is.
Do you think you would have liked Dread more if you didn't watch it in
One
like
one
that
hundred
setting?
percent, 100%. I don't think I would have liked it. Like I maybe could have given it a half star better. Stylistically, I think I would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't in that setting. I'll probably
Because you
rewatch
were
it,
scared to death.
dude. Freaking when that was happening, dude, that would have been so bad. Like eating one was enough, but like you don't even understand how much food we had already eaten up to that point, so that I was guaranteed gonna throw up.
It's the amount of eggs you were gonna eat is 900 calories.
I know, and it's so I'm guessing you've never done that before, like just taking a
Nuh-uh.
raw. You said no?
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, dude, it's a weird feeling. Like I can do one or two, but like I was 100% gonna throw up. So like I was distracted and stuff. I think stylistically I would have liked it better. But it just doesn't seem. So you've never seen the Raid Redemption, right? I think I
No, I
remember.
have.
Oh, okay, I just think Raid is so much
I
better
I
than.
I commented that, and he didn't read it out loud.
Oh, okay, because I was wondering because I asked you and then he just never, dude. Yeah, he was being
You
sus, but
shouldn't have put him closest to the camera.
dude, I didn't know that was gonna happen. To be honest with you, that was kind of like game time decision. That's what ended up happening, but that's probably gonna be the last time that ever happens. So
Yeah, you're never gonna do one of those live streams again.
I'll probably do one of them again, but not with them.
With who?
With the just the people in there.
N- so you're gonna do another one with like all those other guys?
No, I won't.
Oh,
I'll probably just do another one, whether if like I can find the time to jump on with you and Ledger and do one, or if I just like obviously like I'm getting married in 8 months, but like there's gonna be some times where she's a nurse, so she's gonna work. So like if I'm home alone, I might just throw on a movie and do a watch alone, like just by myself with something.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I was not expecting that to go that way. So I still liked it enough, but I definitely would have liked
yeah.
it better. But let's
Because you
go.
were so distracted, and then the last like 30 minutes was
It was complete.
nightmare.
I was trying to pay attention as much as I could, but I don't even know. Like, I just remember all the other freaking judges showed up, and then he was fighting them with like his gun
Also,
ran out of order.
you realize my description on the movie wasn't a spoiler, right?
Dude, yeah, they were just messing with you. They were completely messing with you. They knew that it wasn't. That's basically you just gave like a plot synopsis, not like a spoiler.
Yeah.
Dude, what the heck am I trying to do right now? Oh yeah, let's go to films.
Was It Ends With Us good? My mom read the book.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. It's like have you seen Sound of Freedom?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like in that same way where like it's good, but you don't want to watch it again.
Yeah. Didn't it, wait, was it, did you want to go see her? Did your,
It was my fiance.
yeah.
I saw it with her. So these are the movies that I have as subjectively 10 out of 10s. There's some of them like
Wait, do you
Toy Story.
actually think Killer Bean is a 5-star movie?
No, dude, that's a complete joke. I'll just say it here, but there's not enough people watching to know, but you have to let me keep going with the joke.
I like the movie.
No,
Like,
if I was to give it a legitimate star, I would give it a 7 out of 10.
it's genuinely an impressive movie.
Yeah, no, like it's hilarious. And you know it was made by some of the people that made The Matrix?
Yes, or Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah. I mean, I just say The Matrix because it sounds more impressive, but yeah.
Which that's still impressive, even though the Matrix Reloaded fight scenes look like game cutaways.
Yes. Yeah. But no, I actually legitimately do like Killer Bean. It's just hilarious to say because like anyone that I tell about it just thinks it's gonna be atrocious, and then they watch it, and then it's just like, bro, that's the best thing ever, and like they're joking, but like it's also funny because it's not terrible.
It's like not a bad movie. Like
No,
it's
like that's what
genuinely
I told
funny and
my
good.
brother came over to my apartment, and I was like, bro, you have to watch this movie. And of course I was like joking, but he was like, bro, this is gonna be so. He watched the entire thing. He's like, dude, why was that actually good? Like it wasn't like he was just like, I'm confused. Like what did I just watch?
Had
And like
all of your other friends seen it in that room?
no. It was only me and the one closest to the one that was being sus.
Yeah, well, all of them were.
No, not the one to my left.
Yeah, but two of them. The two
Y-
ones that wanted you to drink the egg.
yes,
Who was
guaranteed.
wait, were any of them related to you?
No, my brother was not there.
Oh.
No, they're just all my friends. But I'm trying to see like there's other ones in here. Like if I when I'm gonna do my top movies of all time, dude, it's so hard to be subjective. But like things like Wally
I haven't
and
seen Little Women.
yeah, dude, freaking Little Women is just phenomenal.
But I don't even think it's gonna be I think my favorite Greta Gerwig film is going to be Lady Bird.
Yeah, no, I have Lady Bird on my watch list just because I've heard that it's phenomenal. But
It is
Little
really good.
Little Women,
It's a good slice of life film.
dude, Little Women is just like, in my opinion, the better version of Pride and Prejudice. It's just it's so the script is so perfect. The dialogue is just unreal. The whole cast is insane, and then Timothy Chalamet is just phenomenal. But like when it comes to
You realize in 16 minutes this is going to be the same length as the watch party that you did?
Yeah, dude, and it's crazy because this feels like it's going by so much faster. Like when I was doing that, it felt like it took 4 hours to get that over with.
Because you were scared.
Yeah, dude, I was freaking
I
that whole experience. Although I'm glad
see
I did
when
that
people
once.
came in to ask, they couldn't ask because you had to be there. I was the only one that stayed through the entire time.
Yeah, their football edits was in there a little bit, and then Frankie like kept coming in and out, but then everyone else just came in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to so like basically like how the Grinch Stole Christmas, like that's not gonna fall in my top 100 movies of all time. But like I can't say like I just think that's like a perfect movie. Just like the same with a Charlie Brown Christmas, same with like Toy Story 2, 3, and 1. And then
Wait,
also
you don't think those movies are genuine masterpieces?
no, I do. That's why I put them in. It's just weird because there's other movies that I think are genuine masterpieces, but I don't like them enough to give them 10 out of 10s. But when they're like little kids' movies, I just feel like I should do that anyways.
Yeah, the original Toy Story is in my top 50.
Yeah, it will 100% be in my top 100. But like, there's other movies over here that like I'm a little bit more critical of that I 100% could get like Oppenheimer. Like if objectively, if I'm ranking Oppenheimer, it's a 10 out of 10 movie. It's a 5 out of 5. But just subjectively, I'm not giving it a 5 out of 5. Like it's
I give
not
it a
one.
5. I give it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, and so like it's just because our ratings are a little bit different. Like these movies right here, like they're just perfect to me. Like every single time, like if they're on, I'm stopping to watch them.
My
Like
dad doesn't think there's a single perfect movie in the world.
yeah, see, like I'm not that. I am way more subjective now. Objectively, like I do think there's perfection. Like perfection is not the definition of nothing being wrong with it. It's
Like
being
he
as good.
he said Whiplash was okay.
Dude, I need to rewatch Whiplash because I saw it like in pieces and I freaking really enjoyed it. But like, it's one that I need to give it a complete rewatch to give. 'Cause it's also on that borderline where it's like a 4 all the way to a 5. Like, I don't know which one of them I want to give.
Yeah.
But yeah, like these movies right here, like there's just freaking either something insane happens in them where I'm just like, bro, that was just unreal, or like I just have such fond memories of it that like it just changed. Like the watching the Iron Giant as a kid, like it always gave me the perception that like you really do have the choice to try to be a good person or not.
Yeah.
Like you have like it just like, and so these movies are just the ones that like I think are perfect. But
Alright.
it's also like for me, like I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox this year. It was the first time I watched it. I think it's a
Me too.
perfect movie,
Me too.
but I never watched it as a kid. So like I don't have the nostalgia for it like I do other movies like The Iron Giant.
I mean,
So
I've
like
seen it 2 times this month.
so like I would give Fantastic Mr. Fox probably a 4-star subjectively, but I think if I grew up and I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox, I'd 100% give it a 5 out of 5. So like that's where I go with like kids movies because I think animated movies they just so much like subjectively have to do with if you grew up watching them or not.
Yeah. Well, this thing is dragging on too long. I have to go.
Nah, dude.
Probably.
Nah, you're good. All right, I appreciate it, Film Kid.
Alright. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
see ya.
Bye.
See ya.